My name is Agnieszka Kowalska, and I have the pleasure to provide you with a brief overview of all the key outcomes that the SMEthod consortium generated within SMEthod project, and also on some more detailed information on benefits as well as business model behind the key results. The SMEthod project, which main goal was to develop methodology for efficient segmenting innovating SMEs based on life cycles, represented sectors and regional characteristics, lasted throughout 30 months. And in this period, the project consortium was able to deliver new knowledge as well as new technologies. As you have seen from the previous presentations, the major project deliveries were the final methodology of SME segmentation and also identification of optimal targeting and timing of support measures, and of course the decision support tool, which allowed in the project and of course will allow in the future to use the project outputs even after the project end. These were already described in detail in the earlier presentations, so now I will list you the other results that were achieved within the project. So in order to elaborate the methodology and the decision support tool, the consortium worked on several other results that can be exploited after the project and by the project partners at different, of course, level, but also by other stakeholders at EU level. The first other result is the impact of different characteristics of companies on the probability of obtaining support and also the efficiency of its use. So in SMEthod, first, the factor significant for the probability of obtaining support and for the probability of introducing alternative types of innovations were identified. The empirical analysis of potential determinants in these two dimensions was based on two data sets. First one was the community innovation survey, and the second one was the SMEthod data, so the surveys which we have conducted in the project in partner countries and also in other parts of Europe. The next step of the econometric analysis was also the assessment of the efficiency of alternative support measures on firms' performance. An important part of the project was also the proposal of new criteria for segmenting and assessing SMEs with regard to the innovation performance. The updated list of criteria formed the basis for the definition of the final variables for SME segmenting process in SMEthod. Policy briefing document is also one of the key outcomes, as it distills the structural barriers faced by SME innovation support actors today and makes also a set of recommendations to innovation support agencies and to policymakers, of course, on how to tackle these identified restraints. Some other results that can be used separately included evaluated and determined functional characteristics of analyzed methodologies of segmenting SMEs, identification and classification of improved criteria for matching innovation support measures to segments, and also the list of potential determinants of firm innovativeness related to life cycle sector and region of activity, which was already mentioned. As was mentioned already before, the main market offer coming from SMEthod project relates to the decision support tool, where the SME segmentation and innovation support matching methodology is encapsulated. At the project end, the consortium was able to validate the methodology in the online environment, so in the decision support tool. So we achieved technology readiness level 5. And in terms of the DST, the starting point for the technology used to create this IT decision support tool was tier L6, so the technology demonstrated in a relevant environment. And after the project end, it will be even at tier L7, so the system prototype will be demonstrated in operational environment. So what's in short the uniqueness of the decision support tool? SMEthod DST is an online tool that provides innovation support actors at national and regional level with an easy-to-use, flexible, and machine learning-based way of grouping and ranking SMEs and matching appropriate measures to particular segments of companies. Its novelty lies in including many of new economic and social criteria, such as enterprise lifecycle and regional and sectoral dimensions of SMEs activity. So in other words, DST supports not only the innovation of SMEs, but also the competitiveness of companies, leading to the development of the economy at the wider international level. In terms of market drivers, on one hand, because the innovativeness is strongly present in the European agenda and the innovation-driven entrepreneurship is, of course, the goal shared by each EU member state and supported by the European institutions, there is no doubt that the SMEthod-wide replicability is as feasible and strongly justified. Moreover, we have performed in SMEthod interviews with policymakers in several European countries, which only confirmed that the innovation support agencies are highly interested and are also in need for the SMEthod solution. When it comes to benefits for the users, it should be noted that, first of all, the SMEthod will contribute to increasing the adequacy and efficiency of innovation support policies and particular measures applied by the Innovation Support Agency. So, for example, SMEthod informs which support measures maximizes the likelihood that the SME belonging to a given segment will achieve a goal specified and fostered by the support agency. Then the SMEthod methodology also illustrates the SME's pathways to innovation. So the segmentation procedure will help the support agencies to better understand the complex patterns of innovation opportunities and activities in different segments of the SMEs according to its age, size, business activity, industry sector, organizational features, and other relevant aspects. And last but not least, an important advantage is also the integrated low-cost environment to work with the data, build indicators, and also to carry out machine learning-based predictions. Now, who are the main beneficiaries of SMEthod results? The primary customers that we have identified are the innovation support agencies, policymakers, but also any other providers of innovation support at national or regional level. However, in the future, we are also looking at the possibility of having diversified customers, including also SMEs, which are performing innovation activities or are trying to introduce innovation into their organizations and which can use the SMEthod results for their own purpose. Important question is also who is providing the service. In the business model we have worked on within the project lifetime, we have chosen a strategic alliance between partners who are non-competitors. So the service will be provided by partners that form the SMEthod consortium, who are running localized instance of SMEthod, including also, of course, IT and machine learning experts and expertise. Last but not least, a very crucial aspect is the SMEthod of delivering the service. In other words, what is the type of relationship established with specific customers or, of course, specific segment of customers in the future. So the offer is planned as provision of automated service. So customers will have the access to this customized service, which will recognize individual customers and also their characteristics and offer, of course, information related to their innovation data. The service will be provided first via direct distribution using Salesforce, so direct sales of the service, and also the web sales. And in terms of the also very important aspect for the primary consumers, for all the consumers, clients, is the revenue streams. So in terms of the revenue streams envisaged in the business model, we have planned on one hand one-time setup fee, which will be paid by the end users, and also a yearly maintenance and hosting fees, so without any other subscription fees. Therefore, apart from the functionality, as you can see, there is a significant advantage in terms of pricing. These were the basic information about the results generated in SMEthod, which can be used further on, and the market offer we have created at the project, at the end of the project. Should you have any questions or you would like to inquire about the project or the market offer, please contact the SMEthod Project Coordinator, ASM Market Research and Analysis Center. Thank you very much for your attention.